Good Wednesday morning, March 22nd, 2023. I'm discussing and analyzing this book I wrote, Baseball Greatest Offensive Seasons of All Time. I decided to look at Hall of Fame players initially to find out who had the greatest offensive season of all time. And the way I determine who was better than others is to have 12 categories of offense and add up all the 12 categories. What are the categories? Batting average, runs scored, runs batted in, home runs, triples, doubles, singles, slugging percentage, on base percentage, base on balls, total bases, and stolen bases. 12 categories. What did the person do, for example, in batting average? He batted 300? Fine. What did he do in runs scored? He scored 100 runs. So I added 300 plus 100 is 400, and I go through all 12 and keep adding the numbers of what it is to have one total number. And that's how I come up with the offensive season was better than the other person. If someone scores 3,000 and the other guy scores 2,500, the guy with 3,000 had a better offensive season than the guy who had 2,500. Following me? So my last video, I did the top 40, 1 through 40. Babe Ruth was number 1, 2,904. How did I come with that number? Well, his batting average was 378, runs scored 177, runs batted in 168, home runs 59, triples 16, doubles 44, singles 85, slugging 846, on base 512, base on balls 145, total bases 457, and stolen bases 17. Add up all the numbers, came up to 2,904. That's number 1. I couldn't find anybody else that had that high of a score. The Bambino, Babe Ruth. Greatest offensive season of all time, 1921 season. And then I went through 1 through 40. Check that video out. This video, 41 through 80. I'm going to mention the person, the name, and the score. I'm not going to dissect what they did in batting average, runs scored, runs batted, and all that. I'm not going to give you all those numbers. It'll just take way too long to do that. But I will give you the score. 41. Joe Kelly, 1894 season, 2430. I've been started at 2904, which was number 1. I went through 40, which was 2437, which was Roger Hornsby. That was his score. So 41, Joe Kelly is at 2430. And as I go through the list, you'll see that the numbers come down. 42, Ted Williams, 1957 season, 2417. 43, George Sisler, 1922 season, 2414. 44, Chuck Klein, 1932 season, 2413. 45, Sam Thompson, 1894 season, 2410. 46, Mickey Mantle, 1957 season, 2407. 47 on the list, Hank Greenberg, 1938 season, 2407. 48, Lou Gehrig, 1932 season, 2400. 49, Hank Greenberg, 1940 season, 2400. 50, Ed Delante, 1895 season, 2398. First time we mentioned Ed Delante. That was his best year. So that's 41 through 50. 51, Nap Lajoie, 1901 season, 2398. 52, Ted Williams, 1947 season, 2393. 53, Sam Thompson, 1895 season, 2393. 54, Tris Speaker, 1923 season, 2391. 55, Earl Averill, first time for him, 1936 season, 2390. 56, Ed Delante, 1899 season, 2389. 57, Mike Piazza makes a showing, 1997 season, 2386. 58, Joe Medwick, 1937 season, 2380. 59, Billy Hamilton, 1894 season, 2380. 60, Harry Heilman, 1927-23 season, 2377. So that is 51 through 60. 61, Chuck Klein, 1929 season, 2374. 62, Ed Delante. This is the third time for Ed in this group. 1896 season, 2369. 63, Jimmy Fox, 1936 season, 2367. 64, Mickey Mantle, 1961 season, 2365. 65, Ted Williams, 1948 season, 2363. 66, Stan Musial, 1949 season, 2360. 67, Harry Heilman, 1921 season, 2354. 68, Mel Ott, 1929 season, 2345. 69, Babe Ruth, 1929 season, 2344. 70, Al Simmons, 1925 season, 2343. 71, Jimmy Fox, 1934 season, 2340. 72, Frank Robinson, first time for him, 1962 season, 2339. 73, Hank Greenberg, 1935 season, 2338. 74, Babe Ruth again, 1932 season, 2338. 75, Jimmy Fox, 1939 season, 2338. 76, Jimmy Fox, 1930 season, 2330. 77, Duke Snider, 1954 season, 2328. 78, Tris Speaker, 1912 season, 2325. 79, Jimmy Fox, 1935 season, 2321. And number 80, Ed Delante, 1894 season, 2320. So that is 41 through 80 in my research. During this stretch, Jimmy Fox had 5 entries. Ed Delante had 4, Ted Williams 4, Hank Greenberg 4. So I've done 1 through 80 on the greatest offensive seasons of all time. Started off with Babe Ruth, 2904. And number 80 is Ed Delante, 2320. Now I cut the number off at 2000. So I've got more entries to get. I've got to go from 81 all the way to, what's the number? 477. So I'm going to break it up into videos of 40 entries each. And the cutoff number is 2000. Your total score after 12 categories of adding up all the numbers of what you did has to be 2000 or above. I came up with 477 greatest offensive seasons of all time. And these are strictly dealing with Hall of Fame players. So what do you think? So far, are these the greatest players of all time? I think so. If you're mentioned in one of these entries that I list, you're a great player. If you fail to make the cut, then I would say you're a good player or an average player. And if your numbers are way down low, then you would be a poor player. But these guys, incredible, especially when you do it more than once. I told you that in the numbers 1 through 40, remember I listed the top 40 in the first video? Did you know that Babe Ruth 9 times in the top 40 of greatest offensive seasons of all time? Lou Gehrig had 7, Roger Hornsby 5, Ted Williams 4, and Jimmy Fox 3 in the top 40. 3 times they're mentioned. And then from 41 to 80, I just said it. 41 to 80, Jimmy Fox has another 5 entries. Ed Delante 4, Ted Williams 4 more, and Hank Greenberg 4. So the next video, I'm going to do 81 through 120. Let's see who makes that list. Stay tuned. Baseball's all-time greatest offensive seasons of all time. Thanks for watching. I'm out.